Did Walmart Spark throw us a curveball? Stay tuned. Hey everybody, it's Dan with Retirees Delivers. Welcome back to the channel, and today I would like to discuss my criteria on taking and accepting Walmart Spark delivery orders. In other words, my acceptance matrix. But before I get into that, I would like to thank all of you who have been watching and subscribing to my videos. I really appreciate it. Those of you who are new to my channel, feel free to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and you'll get notified when my next videos come out. First off, you need to understand your zone, and in my zone, I am lucky enough to have a Walmart Supercenter about 3 miles away from my house. Many of the orders that come out of that Walmart Supercenter go to the surrounding neighborhoods. There's not a lot of long distance drives from there, and a few of the neighborhoods are very easy to navigate, which is good. If you know me, I like easy to navigate neighborhoods. What I tend to do is turn on Walmart Spark before I even leave the house. I will generally have an order at least offered to me before I leave the house. When I'm evaluating orders before I ever accept it, the first thing I'm looking at is the dollar per mile ratio. These days, I'm looking for something over $1.50, preferably around $2 a mile before I'll think about accepting it. Now, this strategy is purely based on whatever the fuel prices are these days. And you folks out there will know what works for you. My old zone where I came from, fuel prices are almost double what I'm paying in my new zone. So that has basically lowered the dollar per mile ratio that I'm willing to accept to move on with the order. After I've decided, hey, the dollar to mile ratio is working out for me, now I'm looking at what's on the order, how big is the order, how many drops are on the order, that sort of thing. Now, if I were driving a really, really fuel efficient vehicle, say a hybrid or an electric vehicle, I don't even know that I would be caring about dollars per mile. I think I'd be more thinking about dollars per hour. How many dollars do I want to make every hour? Basically your hourly salary. That's a good problem to have. In my current zone, curbside deliveries are plentiful. I really don't need to take the shopping orders unless for some reason things slow down or it's just a great and simple order. Also in my zone, I do not have any Walmart neighborhood grocery stores where if I were taking a shopping order, it would simply just be groceries. I tend to shy away from supercenter shopping orders that have anything in them other than groceries, because the groceries are all on one side of the store. All the stores are pretty much the same. Then somebody throws a curveball at you and you're over picking out socks or something, or you're getting firewood. That's not what I want to do. I don't want to crisscross that store 5 times and just waste my time. I'd rather be hauling small orders and taking less time doing it. Another criteria I use is what day of the week is it? I prefer Monday through Friday in the morning and maybe into the mid-afternoon. There's just less traffic, fewer drivers. Tuesdays and Wednesdays tend to be a little bit slower, but that's fine. You know, a guy needs to take a day off at some point, right? So why not Tuesday? Why not Wednesday? And speaking of Monday through Friday, I try to avoid working during the times when school is getting out, because there is triple the traffic out there. Most kids are getting picked up from school by their parents, and then they're either being taken straight to Walmart for some reason, the parents and all their kids, or they're going to fast food places. Anyway, they're out on the road. So I tend to take a break between 2 and like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That's if I even am planning on working past 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but that's what I like to do. Saturdays and Sundays are kind of like that period of time during the week, but all day long. Everybody seems to be off. People take their entire families to Walmart, almost like a recreational activity, but that just slows down traffic, particularly in the parking lots. So I'm not that big on doing Walmart Spark on Saturdays and Sundays, even though it can be profitable. But another thing with that is there's going to be more Spark drivers out there because, the vast majority of the working people out there, the W-2 job people, are working Monday through Fridays, and they're making their side hustle money on Saturdays and Sundays. So that's a good day to not be out doing that. Now, at the beginning of this video, I mentioned, hey, has Walmart Spark thrown us a curveball? Well, here's the curveball I got thrown, and I am curious as to any of you folks had the same experience. And if you have, do me a favor, leave me something down in the comments. Let's share that experience together with our little community here. Here's what happened. I was minding my own business, checking out and evaluating Walmart Spark orders. This was yesterday. And as I'm evaluating the orders, I'm noticing, wow, I hit the little oval shaped items tab to see what I'm picking up, what I'm hauling around. I'm not able to open up that tab and see what the items on the order is. They're all grayed out. I stopped everything. I restarted my phone. I almost uninstalled and reinstalled the app to see if that made a difference, but I was unable to open that tab prior to accepting an order. Now, that might just be Walmart Spark trying to get more of these orders taken and not sharing what's going on. So there were several batched orders that had, 7, 8, 9 drops on them. They were paying really good, but there were 2 or 3 or 4 of these bulk items that are not being described. They're showing an extra large order with one item, and it's being a bulk item. I don't know what it is. So I don't know if it's going to fit in my car. I don't know if it's something I would be physically able to deliver. So I actually turned off the app at that point, got myself back together, turned it back on, and there were first come, first serve orders that came up, and I found one order that was one bulk item going a very short distance. The money was good. It was $10.49 going 2 miles and change, something like that. So fine. I go straight over to the Walmart Supercenter. I park. I show arrived. I got the last parking space in the driver's parking area, or in the curbside parking area. And after about 5 minutes, I was the only car left, and no one had come out to my car. Finally, a guy comes out the door, and it looks like lost a coin flip to come out to tell me the order I was there to pick up had been dispensed the day before. I don't know if he thought I was going to be angry about that or whatever. I said, okay, that's fine. Thanks for the information. I immediately tried to get on with driver support. I try to call them, and it turns out the live human being support is not working. I have to use the chat. So fine. I get on with the chat, and they basically tell me, hey, you need to just hit your settings, go into the help menu, and hit cancel the order. Well, I already tried that. That's why I'm on with support. My preference was to just cancel that order and just move on with my life, not worrying about the $2 show up fee. That didn't work out, so I ended that chat and I went back in. This time I could tell that I got a chat person that was actually there. And God bless this person. The name that they gave me for the person was Maurice. I think there's about a 10% chance the person's name was actually Maurice. But the way it got resolved, and I'll show it right here, was they processed it as a return. It was a TV. It turns out this thing was a big screen TV. I don't know how big it was, or if it even would have fit in my rig. It probably would have. However, they processed it as a return to store. I never received it. I never returned it. All I did was do some chat work. It took me about 15 minutes, and I got paid for the entire $10.49 without ever going even the 2 miles to deliver anything. So that worked out in my favor, and I'm grateful for that. However, it does kind of throw a monkey wrench in my Walmart Spark order acceptance matrix, because prior to just now, I was able to see everything that was coming on an order. It's possible, I guess, that if it was purely a grocery order or didn't have the bulk items, general merchandise type orders in these orders, maybe I would see the items before accepting. I'm not sure. Again, in the comments, let me know. What are you guys experiencing? Is this a change for you? As it certainly is for me. Another element in my decision-making matrix on accepting these Walmart Spark orders, and this is before I ever accept them, is looking at the address where they are going, the destination address. Is it feasible for me to go there and do that? Is it an apartment complex with 3 stories and no elevator, and I've got 3 cases of water I'm hauling? And again, going back to not being able to see the items on the order prior to accepting the order, for me, that's going to rule out any extra large orders that's going up any stairs. I'm not taking anything to the 2nd floor, to the 3rd floor, if I don't know what it is and that I can reasonably haul it up there. I want to be delivering everything on one trip. I don't want to be making 3 trips up and down stairs to my car to deliver something. There's plenty of orders out there where I can choose that don't have those kind of limitations. What I will do, I will bring up mapping software. In my case, I'm an Android phone user, so I'm bringing up Google Maps, satellite, street view. I can see what the building looks like that I'm bringing it to. If it's just a residential house, that should be no problem, except in my area, there are plenty of one-story single-family dwellings that have gravel driveways and a 45-degree grade or angle. My car won't do that, and I'm not going to haul stuff up from the street to do that. These are things that you can figure out prior to accepting. Now, it happens to me all the time where I'm still in the middle of my evaluation process, and maybe I get timed out. That's fine. more orders are coming. It's not a problem. In fact, those same orders are probably going to keep coming because I think there's plenty of people out there in my zone that are pragmatically evaluating the orders as to whether they're willing to haul those items or not. Now, it has happened to me that I've gone through my entire order acceptance strategy and I still get out to a place and figure out, well, I'm not going to be able to get these items from my car to that house. What do you do then? Well, what I've done is I've texted the customer, called the customer, said, hey, listen, can you meet me halfway? Do you have a 4-wheel drive vehicle? Because I can't get up and down your driveway. I can't get close enough to your front door to make it safe for me to deliver these. It's happened to me where I've just had to take the whole order back to the store and say, sorry, it's impossible to deliver. I'll let driver support know that. And I can tell you, fingers on one hand where that's happened. I don't even think it's happened twice with Walmart Spark for me. Now, I mentioned apartment complexes, and you can throw trailer parks or mobile home communities into this same bucket. There are some massive apartment complexes and mobile home communities out there, and Google's not necessarily going to get you to the right unit, to the right place, to the right side of a building, or even to the right building that is. This is why I recommend an app that employs AI, and it's called Beans, B-E-A-N-S, like chili beans. Beans, okay? Like green beans. The Beans app specializes in getting you to an apartment unit or to a mobile home community trailer park unit site of where you need to go. Go to the Play Store on either Android or Apple, download this app. It's free. I'm not being sponsored by this, but you know I should be. This tool has worked wonders for me in the last few years doing the gig economy, and I think it'll work for you too. All right, I think we're going to end it there. Thanks for hanging in there with me. I hope you got some good information out of today's video. I appreciate all of the participation in the comments recently on a lot of my videos, and I will see you on the next one.